Hey, Canuck fans, welcome to the Line Change Podcast, a presentation of DraftKings. The crown is yours. The Line Change Podcast is also a proud member of the Hockey Podcast Network. Be sure to check out the network for your favorite podcast covering your favorite team at thehockeypodcastnetwork.com, the home of hockey podcasts, every team, everywhere. Welcome to the post-game show as the Vancouver Canucks have defeated the Seattle Kraken by a score of 3-2 in a shootout. The Canucks making a quick little trip down to Seattle after returning home from a long road trip prior to the Christmas break. They'll be heading back home to host the Philadelphia Flyers tomorrow night at Rogers Arena. I will be at that game tomorrow, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then they will host the Seattle Kraken on Friday. I thought the Canucks played a very loose first 10 minutes of this game. There were some bad plays made by the Canucks, including taking penalties after going on the power play. We talked about this in our last post-game show, and this also happened last game, except it was Evander Kane who did it last game. This game, it was Linus Karlsson getting called for tripping after he himself was actually tripped. I'll admit, I thought this was a pretty weak freaking call by the officials. And I also feel as though the Kraken player, I believe it was Lindgren, kind of dove and embellished it a little bit as he kind of went down a little too easy. So a little bit of a soft penalty there. But yeah, getting penalties after going on the man advantage, just you can't make that a regular occurrence. It's now happened in 2 straight games, especially when it leads to a goal like it did in both of those games. It led to a goal the other night, and it also led to a goal here tonight as Jared McCann was absolutely ripped it on the power play and put the Kraken up 1-0. I thought the Canucks needed to be a little bit more tighter defensively and not letting the Kraken get open too easily. I felt as though the Kraken were getting a little too open and the defense needed to tighten it up a little bit. There was also a pretty bad line change by the Vancouver Canucks that led to the second Kraken goal. That just was sloppy from, I believe it was Marcus Pettersson. And I want to say Tyler Myers was the other one, and apparently they collided or something like that. I had it on in the background, so I didn't actually see it, but pretty sloppy line change that led to a Seattle Kraken goal. Let's take a look at some of the positives, though. I'm being a little overly negative about this game, even though the Canucks won. Let's take a look at some positives. Elias Pettersson is able to get a goal here tonight, managing to grip it and rip it. Beautiful goal by PD. And see what happens when you don't hesitate before you shoot. See what happens when you just grip it and rip it. The puck goes in the net. There you go, PD. Merry Christmas. So that was very positive to see, especially with all the PD, trade speculation that's been going on in the last couple of days, and how it's kind of like ramped up lately. But I think I've talked enough. Let's go ahead and take a look at the goals as well as the game stats. I'm going to pull them up here. Let's take a look at the score. So obviously in the first period, you had Jared McCann putting the Seattle Kraken on the board first to make it 1-0 at 8:50 of the first period with a slap shot on the power play assisted by Vince Dunn and Jordan Eberle. Then you had Linus Karlsson, who's been racking up the points and the goals as of late, ties the game up at 15-20, assisted by Liam Ogren. This was a beautiful goal by Linus Karlsson, his 9th of the season, to make it 1-1. And then, of course, Seattle would take the lead back to make it 2-1 at 19:40 of the first period. This was that goal that the Canucks had a very bad line change on. Ryan Winterton scores his 3rd of the season, assisted by Melanson, collecting his first NHL point, as well as Joey Decord, who now has 3 assists on the season, which is crazy. And then we move on to the second period where Elias Pettersson would score his 9th of the season at 5 minutes and 23 seconds of the second period, assisted by Evander Kane and Tom Wielander. That would be all the scoring in this game. As we went to overtime, nothing. We go to a shootout, and of course Liam Ogren would score the game winner in the shootout. That's now back-to-back shootout games that Liam Ogren has gotten the winner. let's take a look at the game stats now. So 39 shots on goal for Seattle, 24 for the Vancouver Canucks. The Canucks were a 53.1% on the faceoff, 34 out of 64, while the Seattle Kraken were 30 out of 64. The Canucks were 0 for on the power play. They went 0 for 2, while the Seattle Kraken went 1 for 6, which is a 16.7%. Penalty minutes, 17, so lots of penalties by the Vancouver Canucks in this game. 17 total, 9 minutes and penalties for the Seattle Kraken. Canucks out-hit them 22-21. Block shots were 17-15 in favor of the Kraken. Giveaways were 14-12 for the Kraken. And then Canucks had 5 takeaways, and the Kraken only had 3. Let's take a look at the box scores real quick. I have those as well. Brock Besser, zeros across the board, 1 shot on goal. Ice time of 22 minutes and 36 seconds. So it's like what I said the other day. I think Besser should have been scratched, not just DeBrusque, but it ended up being camp. So I guess you can't scratch Besser as well. But I wouldn't be surprised if Besser does end up getting scratched. William, zeros across, 1 shot on goal, a ice time of 16 minutes and 37 seconds. So opposite of what last game was, William obviously had the highest ice time last game, and tonight it was 16 minutes or 16 and a half minutes. Connor Garland, zeros, 2 shots on goal. He had that fight, which was exciting. 16 minutes and 15 seconds of ice time, 2 hits, 1 block. Niels Höglander, no points, 1 shot on goal. Ice time of 9 minutes and 3 seconds, 1 hit. And then you had Philip Hronek, who was a +1 despite not getting any points. He had an ice time of 29 minutes and 20 seconds, so he's almost at Quinn Hughes territory there. 1 hit, 4 blocks. Evander Kane with an assist, 2 shots on goal, and an ice time of 18 minutes and 53 seconds. 1 hit, 1 block. Linus Karlsson with a goal. He was a +1. And then he had 2 shots on goal, 10 minutes and 10 seconds of ice time with 2 hits. Tyler Myers, zeros. He had 1 shot on goal, 19 minutes and 29 seconds of ice time, 3 hits, 2 blocks. Doc had 1 shot on goal, 13 minutes and 31 seconds of ice time, 1 hit. Liam Ogren with an assist. He also collected the shootout goal. He was a +1 with 1 shot on goal. 13 minutes and 13 seconds of ice time, 2 hits, 1 block. Marcus Pettersson was a +1, surprisingly. 1 shot on goal, 28 minutes and 59 seconds of ice time. DPD, zeros. He had 16 minutes and 17 seconds of ice time, 1 hit. Elias Pettersson with a goal. He had 2 shots on goal, and then ice time of 20 minutes and 31 seconds with 1 block. Atu Ratu, 11 minutes and 2 seconds of ice time, 2 hits. Marco Rossi, three shots on goal. He was a +1, 19 minutes and 16 seconds of ice time, 1 hit, 1 block. Max Sasson, 9 minutes and 12 seconds of ice time with 1 shot on goal. So Max Sasson's ice time looked like it went down a little bit. Kiefer Sherwood, 4 shots on goal, 16 minutes and 14 seconds of ice time, 5 hits. So his hits are back up again. Tom Wielander, 1 assist, 1 shot on goal, 15 minutes and 23 seconds of ice time, and then 2 blocks. So there are your game stats. Let me bring in Gerald real quick. Gerald is on.
Hey,
there we
what's
go.
up?
Sorry for that word vomit.
All good?
I figured I'd screen cap instead of sharing the screen cap the stats instead of, and then that way my computer doesn't go.
It's good.
So, yeah. But that was a lot of screen caps I had to do.
Well, at least
yeah,
your computer doesn't freeze up, right?
Yeah. And I closed everything too prior to going live. Canucks win. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of thinking they were gonna let one slip away again, but they get it done in the shootout. Liam Ogren again, and I just noticed you're clean shaven now.
Yeah. I was forced to shave yesterday, so uh, yeah, it feels weird
Wow,
after 2 months,
it's a little weird. Anyway,
right?
the hand.
But you kind of froze there. Sorry, what did you say?
It's a little weird not seeing you without the handlebars.
Yeah, right. I mean, and I look younger this way. Look like how I should,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
that too.
But yeah, I had dinner last night and I was forced to shave for my mom. So she's like, you better not go to dinner with that on. And I was like, okay. So I was forced. I did record the video. I still haven't like
Fair enough.
edited the video yet. So I'll be posting that soon because I promised Russell that I'd have that video. I did a few takes before shaving, but I wasn't too happy with a lot of them. I haven't even looked at it, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully, I'll post it by the 31st. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I was honestly a little pissed off at the game today because like going like the extra point or 2 points now, but at the same time, yeah, they screwed my bet because like I bet on because you know my usual bet is
Yeah.
is tie and Canucks win, right? And then all of a sudden Kane gets that penalty, which I think should have been Sherwood because Sherwood kind of did you watch the game?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It
so
was
I
like
think
it
it
was
should have
kind of
gone.
both of them.
Yeah, so I think they should have given it to Sherwood, and then that way Kane might have at least gotten an extra shot for me in in overtime, and I would have won another bet, and then ended up not winning that. I cashed out on the Canucks win after overtime because I was like, oh damn, there was a penalty, and I'm thinking, yeah, Lanky's not great with that. And you know what? He proved me wrong. So, I mean, I still cashed out one, but not like I won half of what I was supposed to. But still, anyways, it is what it is. I think the game in general was okay. It was hard to watch the third because come on, man. I don't know if you read the stats, but they had 3 shots versus like the Kraken's 16 in the third.
Yeah.
So just by looking at that, Lankinen bailed the whole team out tonight. And now what is he at? 17 for 17 in shootouts? Like this is just ridiculous. I don't think like for everyone who's on this whole like team tank thing, I don't think Lankinen got the memo, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think he did. Yeah. I had that in my notes too. There was a lot of them turning the puck over in the third period. I think
so
I think it was Ray Ferraro pointed it out on the broadcast that they didn't really do it in the second period, but they were turning the puck over a lot in the third period.
No, they played well in the second, to be very honest. And I think that I mean, especially Petey finally shooting the puck and gets his ninth goal of the season after what is it, 30 games for him? Because he missed the whole road trip. They're at what 38 games now.
Yeah.
And so 9 goals in 30 games. That's like he scores every third game. If that's correct. Like it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I think so.
Like I mean, obviously there's been streaks of him not scoring for like at least over 5 games. Because I remember there was a game at the 10-12 game mark, he scored 2 goals and then kind of dropped. And then he'd get a goal every here and there. So it's I mean, okay, he just got back from his injury. Fine. Okay, we give that to him. He scored tonight. Fine, give that to him. He's actually shooting the puck. Okay, great. We'll give that to him. I don't know. Maybe it's because DeBrusque got scratched and he's thinking like, okay, if DeBrusque can get scratched, then maybe
Yeah.
I should pick up the slack kind of deal. There was a play in the third where he was about to shoot it, got his stick checked by Shane Wright. Unfortunate, but you can see he was trying to shoot it. And yeah, I mean, overall in general, like he played an okay game. The only issue is it was just hilarious how Ratu skated on for the last 30 seconds or 20 whatever seconds
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah.
take that face
And
off. I
yeah.
think it was like, yeah. And PD was on the ice and Foot told Ratu, go on the ice, you're taking the face off, and PD had to come off. That is a slap in the face, man.
Yeah.
So
was like
it's kind of
walk
yeah.
of shame.
And the look on his face was just
Yeah.
I don't know, it was hilarious. And I just thought, you know what? I think at this point, PD will probably start playing better. And look, in overtime, he had that sort of breakaway that he couldn't contain. And that looked like the old PD. And even in the shootout, it was just unfortunate. Like Joey Decord had the end of his stick hit the puck,
Yeah.
and or else he would have scored a shootout goal too. So, I think it's picking up. He's going to play better, and then sending him a message like, "Yeah, your face-offs stink," and Ratu go on and take it. He went 3 for 10 to start the game.
Yeah.
Like that's how bad his face-offs were. So
yeah. I think Ratu was like what 10 for 16.
Yeah, something like that.
At some point, he was 10 for 16.
Dude, Ratu's averaging 60% right now. He's like within the top 10. And everyone in that top 10 is at least 30 and above. Minimum 30 or 31 above. The leader right now is Claude Giroux. And the guy's like 37, man. But like, Bo's not even on that list, but JT Miller is. JT Miller's at 59 point something, which is interesting. And PD at one point was up there.
Yeah.
And it was
now he's
while taking like over 300 face-offs within that time frame. I think it was within like 20 games. He took like 600 face-offs, which is unreal. But yeah, I think he just needs a bit of work on his face-offs, but the rest of his game, I think it's coming back. And hopefully, yeah, I don't know, whichever side that you're on, Team Tank or not, at least the games are more entertaining, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to you seeing him pull a Bambi like he did tonight too. I mean, I don't know. It seemed like he almost got injured or he injured himself, but thankfully he didn't.
Oh yeah.
I think it was on the second, and he tried to go for a puck and his wheels blew off, and then he fell and did like a little twirl. So, yeah, I think give him another game or two, and he should be back to speed. And yeah, Rossi. I don't know. Rossi had 3 shots today, but he doesn't. I think it's the same question about would PD be better if he had better wingers. I think we got to talk about that because if Rossi had better wingers that could finish, then it'd be better. Because Rossi is, he's more of a playmaker too. Like the kind of passes that he does, it's sneaky passes here and there, and he can thread the needle. It's great, and he just doesn't have anyone to finish. He had Besser and DeBrusque on his wings. Everyone knew that was not going to work, and now Besser's off, and he has Garland, which should work, and who else on his left? I can't remember, because the first line would have been PD, Kane, and Besser. Second line would have been Rossi, Garland, and
I think it was Ogren.
It's weird, yeah, because throughout the game it looked like it was Ogren, and yeah, Ogren, aside from the shootout, I think he still needs a bit more work. I think he still needs to go down to Abby to get more reps. There was like maybe one play that he was noticeable. Like he tried to flick the puck and it was far. It was near the end of the period.
Mhm.
But aside from that, it wasn't great. Couldn't capitalize on an open net at one point when Rossi kind of drew everyone to one side, and the rebound came very close to him and he mishandled it. So yeah, I think he just needs a bit more seasoning. Kane, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about Kane, man. Like it just,
No. Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know if you saw my tweet after he took that penalty. I was like, get this guy off the fucking team now. Like once again.
Which one? The OT
Oh,
one or
the OT one.
yeah, the OT. Well, I guess OT one was kind of him, but
Yeah.
I think it was Sherwood. Um, but yeah,
But
it's just
just the
stupid.
fact that he took a penalty. It's like, dude.
Yeah. And the beginning of the game, the officiating was just terrible. Like the
Oh
amount
yeah.
of penalties that were given out were just ridiculous. So Carlson got a penalty after they're on a power play. He got pulled down and he was trying to keep the play alive. And he didn't deliberately trip the guy, but come on, man. Are you seriously calling that shit? Like if there's
Yeah.
already a penalty going on. And then it becomes a 4-on-4, and then a 4-on-3, and then like these too many men. Like, come on, man, let them play. Like it's just yeah. I mean maybe they're trying to set the tone to start the game.
Maybe.
Like
Maybe.
don't
I
do
mean,
stupid shit,
yeah.
right? So
I
yeah,
mean,
and Myers are taking a lot of stupid ass cross checking
yeah.
penalties.
I mean, the Kraken had freaking 6 power plays in this game. And I'm glad you mentioned the Carlson one because I right off the top of the post game, I kind of mentioned that was soft, a soft
Yeah.
call, weak, and it felt like the Kraken player kind of embellished a little bit
Oh, he did. He definitely
because he
did.
went down so easy when Carlson barely like tripped him. So I thought that was very soft. But once again, Canucks taking a penalty after going on the power play. Second game in a row now. They just can't be doing that.
Yeah, I actually forgot to ask, like, which side are you on? Are you on the tank? Or you
Uh,
just like
I'm
let
I'm
it
kind of
play, let it
I'm kind of just let it play. I mean, I do want a top 3 pick. I
yeah.
don't necessarily am. I mean, I'm gonna sound crazy, but I don't necessarily want a first overall. Like if it happens, cool. But
Yeah.
I'm very realistic about it. Like our odds, like and our luck. I just don't want
Yeah.
to. But hey, if we get first overall pick and we get McKenna, cool, awesome. I'll get
Yeah,
a freaking jersey for him.
like speaking of McKenna, like this I don't know if you watched the game today. Bro,
I
like
heard about it. I heard about it. 9-1. Jeez.
this kid is definitely proving himself. Like people are saying that he's dropping in the
Mhm.
rankings and he's he might not necessarily be the first overall pick. He's proving a case for sure. But I also understand from the aspect of whoever gets first overall might not draft a forward. They could be looking for defensemen.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, if they're looking for defensemen, we have a ton of them. We,
Yeah.
we can send off who can we send off? Mancini.
Mhm.
God, it's Rev Trev that keeps getting me in my head. Like I hate when he calls him like Mancini, like or Mancini.
Mancini
Like he's
sounds
not
like
a goddamn pasta, man.
I was about to say sounds like a piece of cheese. Mancini.
Yeah. So
We
Mancini, like,
we love you, Trev. We love you, Trev.
yeah.
Oh, so good.
But yeah, like McKenna, dude, like these kids were rocking it tonight. Even Coots got a goal.
Yeah.
And sort of make this not just Canucks, but come on, man,
No,
Team
it's all good.
Canada.
That's all good, man.
Like you
You
guys,
know me.
they rep it today. Like it was
Oh, yeah.
9-1. 9-1. Like the offense is amazing. And if it was any other team, I don't think it would have happened like that, because the breakdown that they had the previous game, they almost lost. And their defensive side of things, like these kids need a lot of work on the defensive side, but offensively they're geniuses.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
It's just, I'm excited for the World Juniors. Dude, you should be doing post games for World Juniors as opposed to Canucks. Like more people would probably be watching.
Yeah, actually, that's actually a really good idea, actually.
Yeah. Because
I might
lot
try
of
and do that for the next game.
Yeah, because a lot of people are actually keying in. Well, even Canucks fans, I would say, would be watching it now because Coots is in it.
Yeah.
Like people that typically don't watch, like the Canucks fans don't watch or don't care about prospects, will not, because Canucks have a chance at one of the top 5 picks, right?
Mhm.
And B, you have Coots, right?
Mhm.
And
And you have that
that
other player
definitely
too. I think
correct.
he's no. Another Canuck prospect is in it. I think he's on Team Sweden, I believe.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it Bjorg something?
Yeah. Well, actually, I think it's 3 of them actually, because there's Sarensons, I think is his name.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. Yeah, Basil something is in the World Juniors as well. So like 3 Canuck prospects are in the juniors, which is very exciting.
Yeah, so I mean, if you have that opportunity, I definitely think you should explore that, because you're looking for views right now, and that definitely will get you more views because there's more people watching the World Juniors. Like I was flipping in between both games, so during the first intermission, and also just before the Canucks game, because like, dude, like you get to see the firepower of these kids, and it's just like,
Yeah.
wow, right? The goaltending was actually kind of bad for Denmark, but it was an interesting game to watch, better than a lot of the Canucks games right now. So
Mm-hmm. Before we really get into anything else, I want to make sure I do my mid-show sponsor read, because it's about mid-show now. And we do have to be done by 11:15, as I gotta be up super early tomorrow for work. So yeah, let me do my mid-show sponsor read, and then we'll dive into like out of town scoreboard and continue our conversation.
sounds good.
The jaw-dropping moments that make hockey, well, hockey. Experience them all with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. Missouri listeners, listen up. DraftKings Sportsbook is now live in the Show Me State. New customers, this one's just for you. Bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN, that's code THPN, to turn $5 into $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY, which is 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. Pass-through of per wager. Tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which will expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. This is a limited time offer. Copyright of the NHL 2025, all rights reserved. Shout out and thank you to my secondary sponsor, Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork that you see behind my shoulder whenever you guys are watching, as well as right here in front of you. Go ahead and check them out at gassjackart.com. All right, let's bring up the out-of-town scoreboard because I have that one as well, as we had 11 games on tap, at least in the NHL anyway. Let me quickly bring that up. Hang on, I gotta find it. Where did that go?
You know, I was just scrolling through the comments and I wasn't even sure who was gonna be here, but like I think I saw Duo, I saw Swerve Irvin, I saw Connor, and thanks for noticing. It is still Gerald. Just shaven. I haven't posted my video yet, so you guys get the first glimpse, and hopefully the video will come out soon once I get to editing it. Maybe I'll just do like a quick of the shave, and then just redo like a intro or outro of you know what I really want to say. But scoreboards, Tyler.
Yeah, let's look at the scoreboards. Like I said, 11 games on tap. You had the Florida Panthers defeating the Capitals 5-3. Oilers beat the Jets 3-1. The Jets are really in a slump right now. I believe I heard Hellebuck has lost now 6 in a row. Yeesh. The Avalanche defeated the Kings 5-2. The Hurricanes beat the Rangers in overtime 3-2. Sabres, the Buffalo freaking Sabres.
6. Is it 6?
Just keep winning. They beat the Blues 4-2. The Predators beat the Mammoth 4-3. The Wild beat the Golden Knights 5-2. Blue Jackets beating the Senators 4-1. The Flames winning in overtime over the Boston Bruins, and then the San Jose Sharks beating the Anaheim Ducks 5-4. Yeah, that is your out-of-town scoreboard. Don't really have any other.
Do you want to check the standings
with this image? As I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me do that. That's actually a really good idea. Shit, I closed everything. I should tell you what. I'll just look at it on my phone.
So. Let's see if it shows up. Okay, so the actual World Juniors, it's so you got Braden Coots, you got the person you were talking about was Basile Samsonens, plays for Swiss, and then Wilson York, I believe. So yeah, those are some of the kids that are up and coming that you guys can definitely check out. But yeah, you should definitely do some.
Okay,
like I mean, maybe even.
Okay, let's take a look at the standings. Pacific Division, Oilers are first in the Pacific with 46 points. Golden Knights are right behind them with 45. Ducks are in third. Kings in fourth. Sharks in fifth. The Kraken in sixth. Flames in seventh. And then we are still last with 35 points. Flames with 38. The Kraken with 39. Sharks have 41. They're tied with the Kings. The Ducks have 44. That's the Pacific. The Central, Colorado Avalanche up at the top, 65 points. The Stars are in second with 57. The Wild are in third in the division with 54. The Mammoth with 39. Predators with 38. Blues with 38. Jets with 34. And then the Blackhawks with 34. So the Winnipeg Jets are second last in the Central Division, which is a little alarming to see. Looking at the Atlantic, the Red Wings are first in the Atlantic with 49 points. The Lightning second with 47. The Canadiens with 46. Panthers with 44. Tied with the Sabres. Bruins with 42. Ottawa with 41. And last in the Atlantic is the Maple Leafs with 40. Looking at the Metro, Hurricanes are in first with 51 points. The Islanders are in second with 46. Flyers in third with 45. Tied with the Capitals, actually. The Rangers have 43 points. Devils with 42. Penguins with 41. And then the Blue Jackets with 40. So those are the standings.
Wow. We're actually
little-
third last in the league.
I'm a little surprised Winnipeg is so far down.
Yeah, well, they've lost a lot consecutively,
Yeah.
right? So it's obviously quite tough. I really don't know how they're gonna get through this, because with
Yeah.
Hellebuck playing like this, you know what? With
Mhm.
Hellebuck playing like this, I can confidently say I think Demko is getting a call,
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
because for Team USA and for all those in Team Tank, if Demko goes to the Olympics, something could happen. Not saying what, but that could slow down our anti-tank captain.
Let's dive into comments. I haven't even looked at comments. And we got
They're
a lot
flooding
of
in right
comments.
now. It's interesting. They're flooding in. I'm actually surprised, because Canucks After Dark is on right now, and yeah, initially Tyler and I talked about should we do this, but because he has work tomorrow morning, like early tomorrow morning, so
Yeah.
that's why we're doing this. And
Next,
I'm glad
3
whoever's
days,
here.
actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
we
so
got
whoever's here, thank you for being here.
Duolingo. We all know Duo is always going to be here. Duo says the best post-game show in the biz, back-to-back games. Is this Christmas again? This show is absolutely goated. Canucks famous for winning games while being outshot. Lanky played so good. Got to tip the cap. Yeah, I thought Lankinen played a pretty good game. I mean, I didn't like some of his rebounds. We've talked about his rebound control in the past. I was, a little scared about that again tonight watching the game. I thought his little rebound control was a little like, especially that one, what was it in the first period where Seattle had like an open net, and it was, I think, Vilander who like dove and managed to stop, bailed us out. Well, him and PD both bailed us out. Yeah, especially when I saw that, I was like, dude, you gotta like work on your rebound control. Like, it's bad.
But he did play a pretty good game to me.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Duo, smooth stream so far as well. Yeah. Knock on wood. KQ, nice jersey. I guess referencing yours, Gerald, because I'm not wearing a jersey right now. Yeah. Duolingo, my man Gerald rocking Canada. When Canada wins, my guy, at least Tyler rocking the Canucks beanie. Yeah, I managed to find this, so I'm rocking it. I actually, in one of my videos earlier, I called it my investigative toque, because I was doing a little investigating when it came to Pettersson's injury. So.
Okay, I'll put on my Canucks.
Duo throw on that PD jersey this game. He was on point. And then here's Duo. Gerald has no mustache. Man looks like he's 16. Gerald baby faced. Man just shaved 10 plus years. Tyler, are you next? I mean, I don't know. Maybe soon. Tyler, Gerald, does Besser deserve to be benched next, or what are your thoughts? Yeah, I think he should. I mean, if it's like what you said earlier, if DeBrusque can get benched or scratched, I think so should Besser, so should Petey. if he doesn't produce. But I was a little surprised that they decided to single out DeBrusque. I know they also scratched Camp as well, so I was thinking if you instead of scratching Camp, you could have scratched Besser. But yeah, what are your thoughts on that? I thought they could have done that.
No, I think Camp was the right one, right sort of right move. You can't really scratch Besser right now because I mean, yeah, like of anyone, would you scratch Garland, right?
No, I wouldn't scratch
It's
Garland.
like in the sense not because of play, but because of how committed they are to the team, right? Besser's
Mm.
known to be like him and Demko like bleed Canucks. Like it's very hard for you to throw out Besser right now. The only because to be honest, if you look at the lineups from game to game, you'll see that DeBrusque has moved out of this like of he's been falling on the lineup, right? And not
Mm.
until you see that with Besser, I don't think they're gonna scratch him. Like the next person that potentially could come out and DeBrusque go back in, it'd have to be another winger. And I don't really see who right now that you would because my whipping boy is playing great. Like defensively, he's done great.
Yeah.
He had 2 goals, a goal a game previously until tonight's game. He had back-to-back games with goals. So yeah, and I think that line just works. It just doesn't help Sherwood, but I think that
Mm.
third line initially with Camp, Sherwood, and Doc worked out very well for the defensive side. And today, who actually played? Like I didn't really even look at the lineups. I was just watching the game. But who played third line
I
center
think it
today?
was. I think it may have
Ratu,
been
right?
Ratu. Yeah.
Right. So and Ratu's been rocking it in the face-off. So if you have Ratu in
Mhm.
camp, why not, you know, keep Ratu and Sasson's playing okay. I mean, he's just there roaming around. He's doing
Yeah.
his best tries. So yeah, I mean, Camp was the right one to come out. And right now on the left wing, like unless Hogs is playing terrible again, I don't think DeBrusque is coming in for a while because on the left side you have Kane, Hogs, uh, Doc, and oh,
Carlson.
why am I? No, Carlson's right wing,
Carlson's right.
and
Okay.
goddamn, who are we missing? Niels Hoglander is playing on the fourth line.
Mm.
Kane's playing, or Doc is playing on third. Second line right now, who
Ogren.
is
Ogren.
playing? Ogren, yeah, Ogren,
Yeah.
and then Kane. So yeah, yeah, it's gonna be tough unless you sit Ogren. But he also won the game today, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be very tough. Like if anything, I would really want to see them sit Kane for a game and just
Yeah. I
tell him
was
to be
just
more
gonna say.
disciplined.
Yeah.
So it's very hard. And for the Canucks, I think they're really lacking on the right side already. So it's very hard to shut down or sit a right wing when you don't have to.
Hmm.
I mean, they played the whole season with 2 right wings for most of the first half of the year or first quarter of the year. So they're definitely not going to do that. But I'm sure they're going to talk to Besser about, he needs to step it up, maybe move him down, maybe move Garland up to the first line. I mean, dude, Garland can definitely skate with Petey, maybe get
Oh
him
yeah.
up and running. And then, Sherwood could even move up to the second line. And then, or maybe just move Besser down the second or third. But if he starts playing like terrible, terrible, like he hasn't scored in, I don't know, he hasn't scored since November, man. Like it's that bad.
Hmm.
And you need to move him down. And once he gets less playing minutes, then maybe he'll earn it back. But that's what I think. Don't scratch him, but make him earn his minutes again.
Yeah, definitely. I do like that you mentioned Kane. We're talking about like candidates being, healthy scratched. I definitely think Kane should be like at the top of that list, especially with the dumbass penalties he takes and the fact that he keeps doing them. And the guy's a pending UFA, so who cares about hurting his feelings?
No, but
Not that I think that's an issue.
the problem is it's not really just penalties, it's when he takes them. Like you're on a goddamn power play. You're supposed to be on offense and you go and take a penalty. Are you stupid? Like whenever a team starts I think there was a stat that they like Ferraro was even talking about. Like when a power play starts, the refs are going to be looking for stick penalties right away. And you always go and make these plays and you're like just playing carelessly with your stick. Like, come on, man. Seriously. We're trying if you're actually trying to win the game, then stop doing this shit. Or like, maybe he's part of Team Tank. He wants to tank, but he's also scoring goals. And maybe he's trying to help the Canucks. Maybe he'll fetch him a second, and then the Canucks are still tanking, so he did his job, kind of thing. Or maybe what you're saying about how like he's this like double agent bullshit, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, he's a pending UFA, so if he gets butt hurt over it, cry me a river. Not that I think it'll come to that, but I just don't see why there's a reason why he can't be scratched if DeBrusque can get scratched. Sorry, just going through all the comments. Whoops, did not mean to hit that.
But while you search for that, it's just I think what makes more sense is Ogren comes out of the lineup, goes to Abby, gets some reps, and then DeBrusque comes back in, and then when Kane gets traded, then you slot Ogren back in. Like that, I think that'd be ideal because at least Ogren gets some top minutes in Abby, gets some reps with the Karamaki. It can only do good, right? And then at some point, if like I don't see them, like a lot of people have been saying, like, are they going to trade DeBrusque? There's not a lot of value in DeBrusque. He's had one even strength goal all season, one, and two primary assists at 5-on-5. Like last year, he went on a tear in November. I think he had like 14 goals. He's just I don't know what's wrong. Like it's just not happening for him. Like you see these chances. And I think there was one game in the season in November. The guy had like 10 shots, man. 10 shots, and I think he had one goal.
Nothing is perfect is in the house. What's up, Russell?
Hey Russ.
Foot is Kane's dad. Foot is Kane's dad. He will not be scratched.
Yeah.
Irvin.
Hey Russ, I owe you a video. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. How did Evander Kane even get drafted 4th overall?
Oh, hey, he was a good player back then. He was a different
player back then. He was a different player back then, man. Especially when he played for the Giants. He was a completely different player. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, he played well for the Giants.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all that gambling got to him, or whatever the hell he did that made him into the player that he is now. Then again, he's damn good in the playoffs, so you got to give him credit for that.
He averages half a point a game in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty decent.
See, if you were a playoff team, you would want a guy like Kane in your lineup for sure.
That's why
trophy curse with the Jets. And yeah, that's a really good point from Connor. Here's what's incredible. The previous 2 President's Trophies winners has wound up at some point in the league at least bottom 5 in the league. Last season, the Rangers, and now the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see if there's
And it's
more.
not like the Jets are like a terrible team. It's just
No,
bad puck
they're
luck.
they're
Like
just
it's just
they're just on a bad run right now. Connor
I,
goes, I guess this is Kane. Back then, he didn't have such an attitude problem and didn't let the fame get to his head. Yeah, that's probably the case.
are there more people on right now?
We got 26 on.
Wow. Okay. That's great.
Nothing is perfect. A young Russell wanted a young Kane to play for the Canucks. Yeah, I think we all did.
Yeah,
when
I
he
did
was
too, at one point.
especially when he was drafted. Oh yeah.
When he was playing with the Jets,
I mean,
man.
Yeah, I mean, like when I followed him when he played for the Giants, I absolutely loved him. Connor Cahill, Connor Hellebuck is looking more and more overrated by the year. Yeah. Well, definitely in a slump. I mean, it sucks because I have him in my fantasy too, because he's one of my keepers. Because I told myself I can't have shit goaltending and got to get the best goaltender, and he's crapping the bed right now. But luckily, losses don't mean too much when it comes to points, or losing points, I should say, in my fantasy league.
Yo, there's I don't know how far you are, but I'm just looking through the messages, and I think Connor was saying something about Ogren being on the top line. Like that could be an
All right,
option.
yeah, I mean, oh yeah, I see it right here. Number 92 on the top line. Oh hell yes, make it happen. Yeah, I could see that for sure. You know, a lot of people still talk about, PD doesn't have wingers or good enough wingers. I mean, I mentioned in our little group chat that we have with the CCC, he had one, but the coach didn't like him.
Yeah.
Referencing Kuzmenko. But yeah, it definitely
That's a
tests
Russian.
Ogren on the first line with, yeah.
No,
Yeah, try
here's the thing.
Ogren on the first line.
You know what they should try? They should have a line of Ogren centered by PD and Carlson on the right. Then you have the Swedish touch line.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for the Swedish touch.
Like that'd
Yeah.
be like initially I thought it would have been Hogs and
Hoglander, yeah.
Carlson. But Ogren looks pretty good and
Yeah.
big body, right? Both of them. And Carlson gets in the dirty areas. Love that effort. Like this kid is gonna be good for us.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
I'm really high on Carlson, and that stems also from me having covered Abby during the Caldy Cup run. I got to watch a lot of him in Abby, and yeah, I mean we were talking about taking guys out of the lineup. Carlson's one guy you do not take out of the lineup because you can't. He's playing so well. I mean, heck, I might have to get myself a Carlson jersey. At least don't really have to worry about him being traded because he's young.
Yeah, don't get that jersey yet.
Yeah.
Did you skip over a lot of questions to get to Connor's question or comment?
The one about Ogren.
Yeah, did you have to skip? Did you miss anything else before that?
I see stuff talking about Connor's number 92. Gerald the babyface killer. Irvin saying, Tyler, introduce us to your new host. Duo laugh my ass off. This guy must be a comedian, referencing Irvin. Oh, Irvin with his little hybrid form jabs. I like it. Watching hockey with a little bit of a hybrid form.
Wow, that was early though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was 10:44.
So after that,
Uh,
I think Russell was saying they should sit Hoglander for DeBrusque. Because
or
I
yeah,
think
I think I saw that
I
earlier.
think Russ is high on DeBrusque. I mean, Hogs didn't really play that
Yeah,
well. I
him
mean,
saying they would sit Hoglander.
there was only maybe one play that almost connected, but it was just a little too early. Like they're entering the zone. I can't remember who he was entering the zone with. But he tried to swing a long
Yeah, I
pass
saw that. I
back
saw that. Yeah.
to Marcus Pettersson. That would have, and then if Marcus Pettersson actually got that puck and shot it, that would have been nice. But aside from that, I didn't really notice him that much
Mhm.
because Hogs is supposed to play it kind of like Garland, right? And he hasn't. It hasn't. I haven't seen that side of him this year yet. Like the gritty, like feisty, small forward that isn't scared to fight you kind of thing. So maybe Russell's onto something.
Yeah, maybe. Urban, let's get the Brandy's line going. As opposed to the
Brandy's
Swedish Dutch. Jeez. Oh man.
oh
Here's
boy.
a question from Duo. Tyler and Gerald, what are your hockey numbers? Like if you were to play hockey, what would your number be? I'll let you go first.
Um, I had an image done during COVID with the Canuck colors, and it was 18.
18?
So same as Doc, same as Doc. Because
I
at
was
that
about to
time there
say,
wasn't, yeah, because there weren't players that had 18 at the time, like not terrible ones.
yeah. Mine's number 9, JT Miller. Except he stole my freaking number. So,
Nice.
but yeah, mine's always been number 9. I don't know if you've noticed, like my email ends with 9. I just have always liked the number 9, at least for hockey. Baseball is another story. But yeah, hockey, I've always loved number 9. At least when if I were to be a player, goalie, probably 35 or maybe 1 if I was a goalie. Swerve and Urban, Kane is blackmailing the Canucks. Russell is saying he's not saying that they should sit Hog for DeBrusque. He's saying that they will, and that they should definitely sit Kane.
Oh, 100%. I think that's like we were talking about that earlier, right? So
Yeah,
they need to
Harry's
sit
in the
Kane, but the
house.
problem is, hey Harry, but the problem of sitting Kane is if they're trying to facilitate a trade of some sort, it's very hard to sit Kane. I think he's just getting all these minutes because they're trying to trade him. Because this project has not worked the way they thought it would, right? So not until Kane gets traded, I don't think the lineups get really set or ones that they would want to work with. So yeah.
All right. We're at just about an hour, so we'll do like maybe a couple more questions. But I want to highlight this one. Harry, if you were to get a Bouillon jersey, would you pick Black Skate or Orca? I think I'd go Black Skate. Just because I only have a couple of those. So
I would do the Orca for the long run because I don't know how long they're gonna keep the black skate. Unless
yeah,
for some
that's
odd reason they're gonna bring back like the white version of the skate jersey.
Oh yeah, if they did that, I would buy one of those jerseys on a freaking heartbeat.
Yeah.
To go along with my white Quinn jersey. Swerve and Urban says get a Bouillon Minnesota jersey. Hey, those Minnesota jerseys are freaking nice, man. I will
I
admit
wonder if
they're nice
I wonder
jerseys.
if they're on sale right now.
What, the
Just like
Minnesota ones?
yeah, just like
Oh,
Uggies.
Bouillon, yeah, probably.
Dude, I would get one.
Shit, I would get a Rossi Minnesota jersey at that point. Speaking of jerseys, I noticed the Kraken were wearing their alternates tonight. Man, I love those jerseys. Those Abyss jerseys. They're so nice.
With the red lines.
Yeah, with the red lines. I think it's just the colors I really like the dark, like the super dark blue that they use. Um, Actually, in my NHL, I got drafted by the Kraken as a defenseman. It's my version of Russell's, finding a your second line center, except I'm basically the next Quinn Hughes, except I got drafted by the Kraken. And literally every game, home game, I wear that alternate jersey. So just because it's so nice and so crisp. And I mean, heck, if I were to get another team's jersey, not that I'm saying that I will, but if I were, it would probably be that Kraken jersey. I just don't know what player I would get. I don't know, maybe McCann.
Okay.
Speaking of McCann, that Garland McCann fight, that was something.
I loved it. Garland
Yeah.
just took him.
Oh yeah, like
And he's at least like half, like a head taller too. Like it was hilarious.
Yeah. I was laughing the entire time that fight happened, especially when they showed McCann, basically saying to Garland at the bench, like, I'm coming for you. It's like, okay. And then, they dropped the gloves after the face-off, and I thought that fight was hilarious. And then even the team's, like, reaction to it, too, afterwards, like, hitting the ice with their sticks. And I think there's a image, it's probably on social media or on Twitter, of you can see the entire bench, like, kind of laughing and smiling, and then you see Sherwood, like, dead set in the middle, and he's just laughing. I guess either during the fight or just after the fight. It's pretty good. Pretty good. It should be on X or somewhere.
It will be, I think.
Oh yeah. If it's not, it will be eventually. Okay, we'll do a couple more comments and then we'll call it, because I do need to get to bed. Urban. The Quinn Hughes Four Nations jersey might become a rare collector's item. Yeah, because I know they were selling those at the Canucks store last year.
I don't know if those ones were on sale though.
I could have sworn I saw them at the Canucks store.
No, they were, but I just don't know if they're on sale.
Oh. I think I saw Pedersen Sweden ones that they were selling. And I think they may have also had JT Miller ones as well, at least last year.
Yeah, the PD ones are still
this
there.
One from...
But you can go take a look tomorrow at the team store.
Yeah. Harry, do you think Jake DeBrusk could likely get traded, or is the focus on Sherwood at the moment? I don't think DeBrusk is going to get traded. I think the focus is going to be on Sherwood for sure. I think I mentioned in my DeBrusk video, people now all of a sudden saying, oh, he got healthy scratched. He's probably, getting scratched for a trade. DeBrusk isn't going anywhere. He's in year 2 of a 7-year deal. He's got a no move clause. I know you can work around that, but they're not going to trade DeBrusk. They brought him here for a reason. And yeah, he's not the youngest player, but with us getting young, you're going to need some veterans in your lineup, and DeBrusk is going to be one of those veterans. So yeah, DeBrusk isn't being traded.
And secondly, like there's like he's at a low right now. There's no way the Canucks are trading. Like what are you going to get back for him? There's not a lot of trade value for DeBrusk at the moment, and Sherwood is still high. And I think, yeah, you can still get a first and a prospect, or at least a second and a prospect. So yeah, like it's definitely going to be Sherwood. As much as I don't want it to happen, it's eventually going to happen. Mm-hmm. And with Kane, everyone's been talking about it. Yeah, you could probably get a second. I mean, he's unrestricted. You have him for the playoffs, great. And if you don't like him, there's a street, right? So it's definitely a those two right now, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Russell says I'll have to buy Demko a watch or something. Yeah, Russell, I saw you shot me a message on Twitter. I'll read it after post game. Apparently, he messaged you as well on Instagram.
Me?
Russell's saying
Message me. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Harry, do you
I
find
owe you a video. I haven't posted it yet. So I'll get to you.
it?
Don't worry.
Harry says, "Do you find it weird how EP40 was doing well today, and other days he's not performing, or maybe it's just me? I think he just had a decent game today. I think that's all it is.
No,
Last game it
we
was his
talked about
first
it.
game back. Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Last game was his first game back after an 8-game absence. I thought he played better today. If you guys didn't see my PD video that I put out, go ahead and check that out. It's actually doing pretty well views wise, as did that DeBrusque one, and the Quinn Hughes Spoiled Rotten one is doing pretty well. Actually, my last 3 videos have been done pretty well. So go ahead and check those out if you guys want. I did a Jordan Kyrie one earlier, as I know a lot of people have been talking about that.
Canucks Army did an article on that, right?
Yeah, I literally waited for them to do an article on it before I did that video, just because I didn't trust the other sources. And I didn't, got like Dolly really talking. So I was like, is this even legit? And then I saw Canucks Army post an article about it. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. And I think I'm going to cut it there because I got to get going and go to bed early morning tomorrow with day before New Year's Eve. And it's been crazy up at Gross, apparently, even though I've been off for like a week. But yeah, thanks guys for watching the post-game show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This was
wait. Do one more. Do one more for Connor.
Yeah,
that includes the chaos giraffe.
yeah.
How does he get away with all this all the time? Yeah, I actually want to sound off on that too. It's just like I've noticed the last 3 to 4 games, he has been doing these cross checks, and it's just so ridiculous. Like, are you like the ref is right there, man?
You can keep talking on this.
Okay, and I think at on one of the games they were already on a 5-on-3, and he has the audacity to go and cross check another player while they're killing a penalty. And it was right in the middle where the penalty box was, and I think one of the linesmen were there, or I don't know, the refs were there. He still did that. It's not like they're gonna give him another penalty for that. So I think the commentator was saying how it was a very like a veteran move. I just think he's just stupid. Like, why would you be doing all these checking penalties, right? So yeah, I just want to sound off on that. But great to see you, Connor. Russell, Irvin was in here, Harry, Duolingo. Am I missing anyone else? Let's see here. And there's one more comment from Harry at the bottom, which I will get to in a second. Yeah, I think I got everyone. Oh, there was a KQ4949 that was here. Thanks for the comment about the jersey, and also Duolingo for all those other quirky comments. But yeah, thanks for showing up, and appreciate you all. And I think Tyler is back.
Yeah, sorry,
and
I
we'll
had
just end it off here.
the washroom. I had to run to the washroom, and I wanted to be discreet about it. Remember, Jordan on a stream, you could hear him pissing, so at least I was discreet about it. By the way,
and
I still thought that was hilarious when Jordan did that.
I was at his place. Was I at his place?
Yeah.
Or was I just on his stream? I think I was. Yeah, I was at his place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and one last thing, Tyler's probably going to be at the game. So if anyone's going to be there, DM him. You can also DM me. because I think I'll be at the game tomorrow also. I just
Oh,
somehow landed on a ticket. So if you guys
oh,
want to meet up, I don't know if Clay is going to be there, but first
Clay
intermission,
will be
Legend,
there. Yeah,
yeah,
Clay will be there.
Legends locker room. We'll see you guys there. If you guys want to just chat a bit about Canucks for about 10, 15 minutes, I'll be there. Tyler should be there, and Clay will be there. So come on and say hi.
Yeah, and my missus will be there, but you might want to steer clear of her because her and her Flyers sickness. Don't worry, she probably won't watch this, so I'll get away with that. But yeah, no, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, if you guys like this video, as always, be sure to hit that like button. If you want to stay up to date on all your Vancouver Canucks content, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single video. If you want to find and interact with us on social media, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Feel free to give us a follow on all of our social media platforms. If you want to have more conversations and discussions such as this, feel free to join our Discord. There is a link in the description down below, and it's completely free to join. If you prefer an audio version of this podcast, you can find us on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Feel free to give us a follow on Spotify, as well as rate and review on either platform. And also feel free to download your favorite episode on your preferred platform. It really helps out the podcast. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. My name's Tyler. He's Gerald. And this has been the Line Change Podcast postgame show. And we'll see you guys. And actually, this potentially could be the last one of 2025 because I do, like I said, have to work even earlier Wednesday. So this is likely the last one of 2025. So ending it off on a bang here. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys in 2026.